Well, hello and welcome back. Thanks for coming back. We're in the downtown Paphos Harbour area, and we're going to have a little sit down in the Pelican restaurant. But before we do, I'm going to show you around this establishment. This is the most famous restaurant in the Paphos Harbour, by the way, and it probably is the place where you should come if you want a great meal. You might recognise this gentleman. He's on his day off today. This is Ahmed. How's the Malik, Ahmed? You all right?
Nice.
Good? You're looking very smart today.
We control Egypt today.
No, but you're looking very smart today. I think you could be the new managing director of the restaurant. Possibly.
Eleni will kill me.
Yes, Eleni's the manager. This is Bonsoir. He's the guy that's going to invite you into the Pelican restaurant. And this young man is all the way from downtown in Nepal. Am I right? Yeah. Superstar. And he was telling me that he was watching Marika and me before he got on a big bird and jetted into Paphos to get his job at the Pelican restaurant. Great story indeed. Look at that. That is the working Paphos Harbour, and today it's a little bit chopsy-mopsy, as you may have noticed. Over yonder is the Ocean Vision. That's the big boy in the Paphos Sea Cruises.com. That's their big boy. If you want to get a 5-star luxury all-inclusive cruise, that could be the boat for you. The retro one just over yonder is the Jolly Roger. They own that one as well. And of course there's other boats in and around the harbour, and of course there's a little fishing boats, and you never know, one of these boats may even be yours. So if you like what you see, hit the like, click that subscribe. Don't forget to keep coming back for that little bit more of our complete and utter madness as we show you in and around the area of Paphos, Paphos in particular. And this is the main event. This is the over the blue Mediterranean Sea decked area at the Pelican restaurant. I'm going to take you now into the rear house, and you never know, there might be a beauty waiting in there to say hello to you. Miss Otchi will see the booth. I can see her through the glass. Sunglasses are on, and she's getting ready to do a twirl and a very big hello to you. So let's go and see what she's got to say to you guys as we sit down and have a chat with you at the Pelican restaurant.
Hello everybody, how nice to see you again and again. What a lovely, amazing place we are at the moment, being the place where we really feel like we're home. And please come and sit down with us, because only these places, only on sit down videos, we really feel like you all sitting down in front of us, and we have a lovely conversation with you, our dearest members of family.
Yes, indeed. We invite you to come and have a seat with us. But just before we do, this is the raised area, and this is the rear of house at the Pelican restaurant. And there's plenty of tables here waiting for you. You haven't got to eat, by the way. You can just come here and perhaps get yourself a hot latte, or perhaps sup on a pint or two. And one thing's for sure, you can feast your eyes and digest the beauty of the downtown Paphos Harbour area.
Would you like to show a place around?
Well, we'll have a quick walk round, shall we? Have a quick walk round.
Yes,
on those winter nights, you see, they put these outside and they warm the place up. And if you like a special bottle of wine, well, you can come into here and choose it, because not all of these wines are on the menu. Some of them, shall we say, are for those connoisseurs. Perhaps if your name is Sir Aldo, all the way up in downtown Chasada. And if you want to go to the toilets, you go up these stairs here, and you work your way up to the rear of the building, and I promise you the toilets are absolutely spectacular. Also, if you've got a mobile phone or another device that wants charging, you're going to find more and more of these up and down the Paphos Promenade and Harbour area. For only €5, you get to borrow one of those, and of course you can recharge up your phone or that tablet for that little in your life and keep them nice and quiet. Shall we go and have a sit down, Gustave?
I also would like you, Mr. Paul, to show one beautiful, can you imagine that window I just noticed? I've never seen it.
Work of art, yeah. There are many hidden things in the Pelican restaurant. It's a very old restaurant. It's been refurbed over the years, obviously, but look at that for a work of art with little pelicans on each and every pane. There's another plaque with a pelican on it. There's a mural with a pelican on it, and just over here is the latest additional to Lord Andros. That's the gentleman that owns this establishment. He's had this carved especially for that special girl known as Miss Coco, the Pelican, who is the girl in charge of the show. Everywhere you look, you're going to find some reference to that girl, and she's going to make sure that you get a special photograph, and on top of that, the spectacality of a meal indeed.
Before we go for our dearest people, conversation with them, would you like to show the swimming George lobster?
The swimming George lobster. There's Princess Alice. There she is. She's busy. She's very, very busy running around. But there we are. There is a giant lobster sitting in there waiting just for you. And he's trying to cower in the corner because he's pondering, is there a saucepan that's waiting for a saucepan? That's like Welsh. That's how my grandmother would have said it in those olden days. Right, let's have a sit down and let's have a chat about what's going on. The weather's a little bit weird today, isn't it, Grasivi?
Well, the weather today, to be honest, is very, very hot. But together with the wind helps the heat to take away the heat. And it really does a good job, even though we are complaining. Sometimes I wish I was bald, by the way. Not very often, but I feel jealous to Mr.
Well, sometimes it is a great advantage to not have any hair. Once you can save a couple of bob, and you can spend all that money on buying a nice butterfly brooch for the most beautiful woman in the world. And talking about butterflies, there are a couple in downtown Cornwall, and they're getting ready to get on that big bird. And of course, that is Duke Phil and Duchess Sharon.
We're really waiting for you and keeping your butterfly, the one that Mr. Paul bought for you. Remember, it's waiting for you, my dear. Always remember that if you only request something that you like, or you like one of my clothes, you can immediately get it.
Yes, you can indeed. So, Christina Booth has come up with a new idea. She's got a wardrobe that, well, we can't cope with it anymore. Let's put it that way. So we come up with an idea that perhaps we're going to set up some kind of charity or give to charity. So if you see an item of clothing that you like, perhaps drop in the comments and we'll come up with a fair figure, somewhere from 5 to around about 20 euros, not a lot of money, and we're going to sell that item to you or keep it for you when you arrive in Paphos. But that money is going to be donated to a cat's charity, a dog charity and a children's charity, and eventually, as I've said, we're going to set up our very own Marika and Me charity. So if you'd like to get involved, drop in the comments and hopefully we can get it up and going.
You see, it's very, very important when you do some goodness to these little four-leg pets, whether it's dog, cat, or any other, even to Mr. Paul, even though he's only got 2 legs.
I'm like your pet. There we are. I'm Grasivi Booth's pet, especially when she takes me shopping. I understand you perhaps want to see what's going out and having a look at that. Look at that. Downtown Paphos Harbour on a very, very hot but very, very breezy day. But the restaurants, to be honest, are doing pretty good. There's no doubt about that. Because when you come to Paphos, what you want to do is feast your eyes and digest upon the beauty and the spectacality of the area. And of course, in particular, the blue Mediterranean Sea. Let's sit down and let's have a chat with Ms. Grasivi. What do you think of your new idea for the charity, Grasivi?
Well, I really think that we're going to be very, very useful. Therefore, we just get some satisfaction in the hearts or in our souls, because I do know that most of the people, nice people, really love dogs and cats. And to be honest, when you go around on these charity shops, you're not really sure that these friends of ours, as I call them, really looked after well. We promise, and it's going to be really on show, how we're going to buy the treatment to them, how we're going to buy the food, and how we're going to care and look after them, buying them sort of toys and things of the clothes that will be sold of mine. Also, I would like to say that one of these days, in a previous videos, we used to film and we saw the beautiful mom and daughter. I remember her name was Teresa and daughter's name was Rachel. Rachel was going to have a wedding, as I remember well. I'm not just sure which period of time it was, but if you didn't have your wedding yet. I hope the well organized preparation of your wedding, and all the best in your future life, our dearest Rachel. And Rachel's mom called me against camera, it was, and she said to me, excuse me, I just need to ask you something. Are you married with Mr. Paul, or are you married? What relations you are? Are you with him? No, something like that. She really asked, and I said to her, no, we are not married, but maybe, who knows, we will one day. This is what I am asking.
So does that mean we're together? Yes, we're together. We just haven't made it legal yet. But one of these days we are going to. And that is the job of the girl in charge of the show. And her name is Dame Anne. And she's going to pick the wedding venue.
To be honest, wedding is a very nice and luxury thing, which is, as I say, going only once in your life. What if it's twice or 3 or 5 or 10 times? No, I'm not that woman. I mean, I was not planning, but therefore I'm saying I'm not planning to have 10 weddings. But what if the wedding, you made this luxury, beautiful wedding, because we are people who really always need to think of some risks in the future. And I really want to say, it's my honest opinion, by the way, my own opinion, and we can always have different opinions, that wedding and wedding ceremony, all these preparations and all, it's not worth of the life for whole life in the future, because the fact of the wedding and the stamp, as we used to have in our passport, stamps that we married now, doesn't help on the greatest relations and in the happiness and the trust in between these two people who get married.
Well, there we go. Luckily we got there in the end, because I was starting to get a bit worried. But it's getting translated in her brain. She speaks 7 fluent languages, by the way. English, I make fun of it, but it is her worst. Although on many occasions it's much better than mine or yours.
And also I would like to mention that we're really, as the time goes on, and now we know that it's not long time left until our dearest friends and family members as well, because we call all of you who are watching us, who subscribed on our channel, you are our family members. Some of the family members are coming to us very, very soon. It's Dayman, it's our dearest Caroline.
So swell. And of course Lord Nigel of...
And Nigel,
of the big
who
guns.
taught me what is this Bloody Mary was. And you know, I mentioned it many times, it was bloody nice.
It was indeed. She said it was bloody nice. And of course, big shout out to one of my great friends who's coming to Paphos very, very soon. I promise you, Purdy, that's the black jag, is going to be transporting you to a shop to get a box of these. And of course that must mean that you're bringing with you that girl in your life, Lady Victoria. Lord Martin will be waiting especially for you.
Victoria and Martin, Mart I call him, yeah? They're amazing young couple, much younger than us. I wish I was, and you wish we were in their age. The age doesn't mean anything. In fact, the people that we're talking about, Martin and Victoria, they are so gentle, they're so good and so nice, proud people of themselves, that as the time goes on, they will be more wiser and more nicer becoming, by the way. And Victoria, in fact, she accosted me in the toilet upstairs in this very restaurant, by the way.
She did indeed. That's a funny story. If you want to hear it one of these days, we will. I'd like to do a big shout out to lots of our family superstar members. If your name is Lady Heather, Sir Steve, the Apple Mac loving guy, she's got a Breitling and a BMW. We're waiting for you, and of course we'll treat you to a pack of cigarettes when you arrive. There's always a story about every single one of our family members, and we love them all to bits, and we're missing you all like crazy.
Also, I would like to mention about our dearest Tracy. We miss you so much, and we know that you're coming very, very soon. In fact, Tracy in this restaurant was always drinking virgin pina colada.
She was, yes.
And after second or third, she would be asking for the proper pina colada. And I used to joke like that, and I used to say to her, oh, the proper pina colada is not virgin anymore. She said, no, it's, then I said, then it's married pina colada you're going to have. So it was all funny, you know, it's all about the fun. It's all about our conversation and touching each other, because once we met you, we never regret that we did, and always want to touch you again and again. Make sure that if you landed home back, we really asking you, as we did ask our dearest Carrie and Tony when they arrived, we really wanted that very message that they're home now, they're safe, all these trips gone, and you know, every trip is always a worry, check controls and so on. Remember that we care about you, we think about you, we love you, and we can never do other way around.
And also one big final shout out to the Baron, that's Baron John, the Baroness, that's Baroness Louise, who loves a little bit of cheese and a glass of wine. And of course they'll be coming back very, very soon indeed.
How many people we met, the people that we love into tears, the people that we really all in general they all make our life, and we only hope that we do make their holiday time as well, because this is the sort of cooperation in between each other. And sorry if we didn't mention Daniel and Sherry, our
Tony and Gosha,
Lee and
Vicky.
Stephen.
Yeah, Stephen Mendy.
Yeah,
the list goes on and on.
The list goes on, and always when we shut this camera, then I will say, like amnesia woman, I will say, oh, Mr. Paul, why didn't I say about
Well,
this?
at least you're not a chopsy turtle.
Do you think you're a god?
Well, I could be, couldn't I, Baron John?
If you're a god, then I am a gorgeous. Do you agree with me, Louise?
Yes, indeed.
I know she does, and many kisses and
Thank you from the god of Paphos and of course the goddess, Miss Chingra
I caught it, hopefully. I thought not to forget it. It's a task we were talking the other time when we were in the karaoke. By the way, we're having a beautiful time every time in the karaoke. We're loving our
Inchi. And we're itching for him like crazy, that's
See,
for sure.
I don't know whether it's itching or very itching or inching. Anyway, this is all my pronunciation, and if only you forgive me, I would love to say to you, I forgive you for every certain little naughtiness of the monkey. We're loving you to bits and kissing you from the bottom of our two hearts. Don't forget to come and see another of our madnesses.
Yes, indeed, Lord Ritchie, Lady Zuska. We'll be waiting for you to fly in on that big bird very, very soon indeed. We're going to say thanks for watching. If you like what you see, hit that like, click that subscribe. Don't forget to keep coming back for that little bit more of our complete and utter madness. And of course, you can also join us as a superstar member on the Buy Me a Coffee platform at only €10 a month. Bit of theft in downtown Paphos. We see the booth, fancied a pair of Crocs. If you want a pair, well, this is where you come, to the kiosk next door to the Pelican. How much are they, Grisilla Boot? Do we know?
Oh, it's my size.
It's your
How
side.
did I know?
There we go. Don't put them back, keep them.
$11.95.
$11.95. Theft in broad daylight in downtown Paphos. Thanks for watching, and of course we'll look forward to seeing you again very, very soon indeed. Let's leave you with that picture of the Pelican. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again very, very soon indeed. And there's Bonsoir. There he is. You all right, Bonsi? Get back to work, young man. Get back to work.
Good.